we are going to get this started. All right, awesome. Well, welcome everybody. We're so excited that you guys are here tonight. My name is Blair Critch, and I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And the reason that we're hosting this tonight is because we have so many people asking us all the time, like, why are you so happy? Why do you have so much energy? How do you do that? I actually just came back from Fort Worth, Texas. A few of you guys just heard me say we had our annual conference with our company that produces this amazing product that makes us feel so good. And while I was there, I was surrounded by 20,000 other people who are feeling just as great. But, you know, we had a lot of fun. We danced a ton. We hung out with people. We stayed out late talking. You know, right when I thought I was finally done dancing and we'd head back to the hotel, we'd run into another group of people and start talking. So I have literally been running on about 5 hours of sleep every single night, and I still have this great energy, this great glow, this great mood support. And that's why I'm so passionate about getting on these every single Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern and sharing, because before Thrive, I was not like this. I faked it. I faked it a lot. I was always smiling. That's just my personality. And people would say, oh, you're so outgoing, or you're always so happy. But on the inside, that wasn't how I felt. I was tired. I was exhausted. I was run down. I was stressed out. I was a mom who was super crabby to her kids. And I really wasn't enjoying the life that I was really grateful for having, but just couldn't seem to enjoy it in the moment. So if any of you guys can understand what I'm talking about, you know, I will definitely be sharing of my story tonight, but you're going to hear from two other people as well in their stories. But what I really love sharing is honestly how many people's lives have been transformed by saying yes and giving this product a chance. So as you're listening tonight, we really want to make sure that we answer your questions. We really want to make sure we hit all the points that we think are important for you. But if you have anything special that you want to ask, please ask it in that chat box, or get back to the person who invited you to this tonight and let us make sure we get on a three-way message with you, or we can hop on the phone with you and get whatever you want answered. Because I can tell you, I was a huge skeptic. It actually took me 5 months to ever finally say yes to the Thrive experience. And that was because I wasn't feeling great. I wasn't sleeping great. And I honestly didn't think that anything could really help me with that. So if you're feeling that way, I'm excited for you guys to be on here tonight. Or maybe you're just like, hey, I just need to start taking care of myself, which is pretty awesome too. But I can tell you right now, if you haven't had a chance to check out the stories, that is what gets me fired up and excited. So check out facebook.com/Lavelle Brands. We have over 1.2 million people on there sharing their stories every single day. Even today, I saw a story about somebody whose life completely transformed within a month of being on this product, the way that she felt, the way that she slept, her aches and discomforts, all kinds of amazing things happened to her. And then you'll read all other kinds of stories on there. So welcome. We're so excited to have you. But I know that you're probably like, what is this? What is she talking about? How could something really help me with all these different things? So I'm going to actually ask Jennifer to share with us tonight, because she's a mom of 3, okay? So you know she's busy. One of her kids is a 10-year-old boy. The other 2 are teenage girls. Okay, you need some definite mood support when you're in a house of teenage girls, right? She's always been in marketing and sales, especially when she was introduced to the Thrive experience. She was super skeptical and super busy. Her husband travels all the time. They live right outside of DC. They're literally like 8 minutes away from the White House. So she's always had to juggle, you know, time, because she's watching her kids and working, and her husband's traveling all the time. So talk about being tired and all those things. I can totally understand why you're a skeptic, Jennifer, because I wouldn't think that vitamins would be able to help with that either. So I'm going to throw it over to you, let you share with them what the product is and a little bit about your story.
Thanks, Blair. Hi, everyone. I'm excited to share with you. Can you hear me okay? Okay, great. I was not looking for anything when my cousin Kristen approached me with Thrive and the 3 steps, and was very excited about this product. And, you know, I was, like you said, I'm a busy mom. I spend all the free time I have, like, driving kids around. My schedule's tight. My husband travels most days during the week, so I'm flying solo. And I was working 50, 60 hours a week in marketing and sales when my cousin approached me, and I thought, you know, there's no way. I was barely keeping it together, trying to make it look like I was keeping it together, but I really wasn't. And, you know, my cousin really didn't have an idea of what my lifestyle was like, I don't think, but she was very passionate about this product. And I said, I'm all good. I don't need this. I have a a cupboard full of vitamins and minerals that I take, and even perimenopausal stuff, and I'm all set. And she's like, oh, well, but this is different. You got to try it. And she kept on with me and just kind of wouldn't let it die. And so finally I gave in. I said, all right, just to, keep her quiet, I'm going to give this a shot. Because I'd never, I'd been watching her on Facebook for a while. And I mean, she seemed like she was transformed. She had lost her mom only 6 months earlier and had gone through a really hard time. And I just couldn't believe she seemed like she had her world back together and everything was great. So I said, all right, I want to be supportive. And she'd gone through so much, but she seemed like things were great. So I tried the product, I bought it. And I was so impressed. Day one, I called her on the phone after taking my 3 steps in the morning, and I'll get to what that is in a little bit, but I woke up, took my capsules with a glass of water, got ready for work. I went into, I was working for iHeartRadio at the time, and I went into the office. I had some big meetings that day, and I just felt like a new day, like the sun was shining brighter. Everything was great. I had a big meeting to go to. I rocked the meeting. I just felt like really happy and positive. So I called her around lunchtime. I said, what did you give me? What is this? Is this legal? Because I just felt energized. I didn't have any coffee that day. And if you knew me before this, like coffee was the only way I could get going. I was at least drinking 3 cups a day and maybe 2 in the morning just to get started. So I had woken up, took those women's capsules, and I was just having this amazing day. And she's like, it's good, right? And I said, yeah. So she said, well, I'll talk to you later. So I went through the rest of the day. I did not visit the lounge to get coffee at lunch or at 4 o'clock or at 6 o'clock, and just wrapped up my day, and I was feeling great. And I was a little worried though, because I had this great energy. Again, like I said, it seemed like the sun was shining brighter. Everything was kind of in HD. I just felt like awake. And I was worried I wasn't going to sleep that night, but I did. So that was great. Day 3, I woke up just feeling rested. Like I'd been getting, 7 hours of sleep or so, but I never felt rested waking up. And day 3, I woke up feeling well rested. I, again, took my women's capsule. I made my shake 20 minutes later, my lifestyle mix. I put on my DFT. I went to work, and that day, again, had all that energy, but I just felt better than I had in a long time. And you know what, Blair, by day 10, it all came together for me. I had all day energy like, I never had before. I wasn't, hitting the snooze button. And what was interesting is day 10, and I was a girl that needed not 1, not 2, but 3 alarms to get out of bed in the morning. Day 10, I woke up before my alarms. And usually the alarm clocks were my phone, my husband's phone if he was in town, and then, the old alarm clock. And that was what it took to get me up. And day 10, I woke up before my alarms, and that alarmed me. I was like, wow, what's going on? How can this be? And again, I felt rested. I felt like, just like I had slept like 10 hours or something. I felt great. And then I had that energy all day. And one other thing I noticed that was new around day 10 was I didn't have the achiness that I was used to having. So that was like, I was in a whole new place. And at that point, I called my cousin Kristen that day. I'm like, all right, this is crazy. I feel amazing. I think I felt younger. And I said, I'm all in. What do I do? I got to tell people about this, because I knew if this was working for me, it was going to work for other people. It was going to help other people. And I just felt like a new woman. I felt like I was in a new place. And if I haven't been clear on what the 3 steps are, I want to go over that because it has been a game changer for my health. And I don't think, when I look back at all the money I'd spent on supplements and all the things I'd invested in, nothing ever made me feel well. Like I never noticed a difference in how I felt, but this, you notice a difference. So some people say, oh, you were a day 1 thriver. I was. And a day 3, it got better. And a day 10, and I'll tell you what, it's stayed great, and it's only gotten better since then. And I've been thriving a year and a half now. So what you do is, and this is, I have the men's capsule here, and I just have the women's capsule I was playing with. Here it is. This is the women's capsule. You're going to take this. This goes by your bedside with a glass of water. You're going to take this with 8 ounces of water first thing before your feet hit the floor in the morning. It's vitamins and minerals. It's pre and probiotics, and it works synergistically with step 2. And step 2, it's what I do every day, is my lifestyle mix shake. This is step 2. And 20 to 40 minutes later, sometimes if I'm running out the door, I'll put it in a shaker bottle, 8 ounces of water. You'll mix up your lifestyle mix. This is vanilla. I'm team vanilla. I love it. There are many flavors. We have like 5 flavors, but this is my favorite. So 8 ounces of water, shaker bottle. I'm out the door. I'm doing the carpool on the way to school. I'm good to go. And what I love about this is there's 15 grams of protein. It fills me up. I'm not hungry. And then step 3 is the wearable nutrition patch. This is my DFT. I call it my happy sticker. This is the added bonus. And I like Black Label because mommy likes to work out. And so this gives me energy and stamina to get through my workout, mood support, muscle recovery. I love this. We also have other DFT stickers. This would be our burn. If weight management is your thing, that's something we'll talk to you about. But I love Black Label, great appetite control. So those 3 steps, I'm done for the day. It's super simple. And in my day, if I am not on, at 6:30 in the morning, got everything, all the 3 lunches made and the breakfast ready to roll and everything lined up, I'm in trouble. And this is something I've been able to fit into my day with no problem. So I love sharing it.
Awesome. I love that you said all of a sudden you were seeing in HD. That was such a great explanation because I can totally relate. That was one of the things that I noticed. I always say it was like the cobwebs were cleaned up in my head, or like, the cloudiness was removed. But I'm going to steal yours from now on. HD, seen in HD. I love that. So true. And I also love that you said you felt younger, because one of the things that you'll start to notice is you do feel younger because you're putting proper nutrition into your body. Your body's getting it every single day, and you just start feeling better and looking better. It's amazing because this is now, we just, like I said, came back from our annual conference. It's the 5th one I've been to with this company, and people look better and better. It's like they're aging backwards. And our co-CEO and co-founder, his wife, I was talking to her and she said, gosh, you look really good. And I said the same thing to her. And we were like, wow, everyone in this room looks so much better than they did last year. It's amazing how each year they keep looking better. So it's so important that we take care of our body from the inside out, right?
Oh, I have to give you the added bonus. Blair, I didn't go into this with any expectations, but the energy and sleep were huge for me. And when I didn't have that joint discomfort in the morning, that was another thing. But I lost 5 pounds that I didn't expect to lose. And that happened within those first 6 weeks. I was impressed. And weight loss was not a goal of mine.
Right.
So it's amazing how it helps everyone based on, what your body needs.
So true. Love that. Thanks, Jennifer, for sharing. I just saw, Shelby, I want to make sure I answer your question right away. You said, how do you determine where the patch is worn? Is it something you can hide beneath your clothes? Absolutely. It's a lean body part. So, for example, the best parts that we suggest in the beginning is either your shoulder blade, your lower back, or your bicep. So obviously if you're at work and you can't show it, there's definitely places where you can put it. So you don't have to worry about that. You'll probably see a lot of thrivers wearing it on their arm, and that's more just so that we can share it with others. But I actually feel it, like Jennifer has it on her wrist. I feel it more when I put it on my arms, I notice, or my lower back. That's just me. So you'll kind of play around with it. You put it in a different spot every single day so that your skin doesn't get sensitive to it. So I'm excited for you guys to hear from our next guest, because the thing about Corinne is that she also understands what it's like to be busy, right? And the busier you are, the more stress you put on your body, the more things you have going on. So not only does she have a demanding day job, but it really requires her to be focused and organized. So she has kids, but they're not home anymore. But she has a farm where she boards other people's horses. So you've got to imagine, that is like having a bunch of children, right? Horses are really important and you got to help take care of them. And she has 44 animals to look after. Okay, that's a lot of animals that she's responsible for. And she was just struggling to get through the day, and she wasn't feeling good physically or mentally, and she wasn't able to do the things that she truly loves. And so I'm excited for Corinne to share her story with you guys, because I know it's one that a lot of us can relate to, whether you have 44 animals at your home in your barn or not, which I know a lot of us probably don't, right? But you have other things going on that are distracting you, that are taking your time and energy. And unfortunately, after you're done with those things during the day, you just don't have any time left for the things that you love anymore, or giving yourself love. So, Corinne, I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to you to share not only your story, but also my favorite word, how to get your Thrive for free.
Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. Can y'all hear me? Awesome. Thank you so much, Blair, for inviting me. And I always say that this is all Julie Burton's fault, because she threw a sample pack at me over the fence while she was riding her horse. And I am forever grateful that she did so. And I promise that Thrive is not the reason that I have the 44 animals. So if you do start thriving with us, that won't be a side effect. But it has given me back my energy to be able to enjoy the things that I love so much, and to be able to continue to build our dream. When Julie threw that sample pack over, she had seen my husband and said she had just started on it. It was 4.5 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. And I've actually stuck with something every single day for the past 4.5 years. And those who know me well know that I don't really do that. At that time, my mom was sending me every product that Dr. Oz recommended or mentioned or even hinted at that she thought might help. I was exhausted. I had no energy. I had all of these things in my head at 10 o'clock in the morning. And when I get home tonight, I'm going to do this and this and this and this. And there was just nothing left by the time I got here. I do have the horses. I love having them. It seems like a lot of work to everybody else, but it's my running. It's my workout. It's my escape. It's my me time, and that is how I take care of me. And I wasn't able to enjoy them and do that. I was ripping my feed bags, trying to pull them out of the car. People were just telling me that, I was just getting older. And I was 40 years old, and if that was the case and the way I felt, I would never make it to 60. So now at 53, I feel better than I have in 20 years. And I've not only expanded the boarding business, but we've started goat yoga, and I add all of the, so my goats actually earn a living for us and everything else. But Thrive has given me back all of that. It's given me back my creativity. It's giving me back my passion for building dreams at a time when a lot of people are talking about retiring and being empty nesters and kind of slowing down things. We're ramping it up for us. It's our turn, and we're building things that are helping so many other people in ways that I never would have imagined possible. And that is because of the energy and the relief from inflammation and just being healthy and feeling good from the inside out. And it's been a complete game changer for me. And even if I did not get my Thrive for free, I would pay double for it, because it's made that much of a difference in my life. It really has. And super easy to get your Thrive for free as well. After about 10 days, Julie had given me some extra samples to be able to close the shipping gap, and I finally had my order, and just was feeling great. Knew it was something that I wanted in my life. We needed to make a lifestyle change instead of just diet again. And so I told my husband, who just rolled his eyes at me and was supportive, but didn't really believe that anything was helping. I told him that he was going to do it. And do it, give it 30 days. If you don't like it, I'll never say a word. And he needed to make some changes too. And it helped him lose nearly 70 pounds and, regain his health and stuff like that. So it's made a difference for both of us. But he was my first customer referral. And then I told my mom about it. And I'm like, look, you've been sending me all this stuff. You need this. I need to pay you back for all the ways that you were trying to help me. And to make me happy and to support me, she was my second customer. And since then, it's just been, the business side for me has been, I can't not tell you. If I run into someone or if it's one of my friends and they tell me something that they're dealing with inflammation, they're not sleeping well, they've got deficiencies, I can't not tell them what I have, because I know that it will help. And no, you do not have to be a promoter to thrive for free. All of our customers, I was a customer when I started Thriving for Free. And when I realized that I had 4 customers and then 5 customers, and I wasn't getting any additional benefit from those, that's when I clicked the promoter button. Because I thought, why not earn a couple of bucks? I felt like I was sort of leaving money on the table. And it's just been a blessing all the way around, because of the people that I've helped by sharing, by finding something that actually worked, but also the people that I've met from the team and that it's brought me in contact with. And I've never quite been around people that are so supportive and genuine and just want everything to be better for everybody else and to have a life that we all deserve to have. So thank you, Blair, and thank you everybody for this.
Absolutely. Well said. I mean, it's so true that it is so nice to be around other people who are feeling their best and want others to feel their best and be the best version of themselves. So true. I love the fact that you and your husband decided to do it together. That's very similar to my story. My husband actually wanted to get on the product because after week 1, he looked at me and said that Saturday, whatever you've been doing this week, I want some. So I didn't even have to twist his arm, which I was going to probably do, but he was my first customer as well. So what Corinne was sharing with you guys is our Refer To program. So basically, if you're one of those people like me that when you absolutely love something, you can't help but share it with others, you can actually get your Thrive experience every single month for free. Yes, for free. Not $10 off, not $15 off, literally the whole month supply for free. And when I heard that, I was really excited because I said, if I do feel the difference on this product, I will share it with others, because I'm one of those people anyways. When I see that Whole Foods is having a special on their ground beef, I'm texting my friends to tell them, right? Or if I love a product that I found on Amazon, I'm messaging people to tell them. And so that's always been my personality, but I've never really made any money from it or gotten anything for free from it. Sometimes you get $10 off or something like that. But when I was told that if I referred 2 people, I could get my Thrive for free every month, I was super pumped. And I can tell you right away, within the very first week of being on that Thrive experience, I know I told you guys at the beginning, I was tired, exhausted, run down, stressed out. But there was even more things. I had neck discomfort every day. I had headaches quite often. I was about 20 pounds overweight. And I couldn't seem to get out of that cycle because every time it was time for me to go work out, I was tired. And then that meant I wasn't eating good because it was kind of like, what does it matter anyways, right? Maybe a lot of you guys can relate with that. But when you don't feel good, it's really hard to take care of yourself. And so getting on the Thrive experience within those first 3 days, I started noticing my mood change. I started noticing myself not being as snippy at my family. I started noticing that I could go all day without a cup of coffee. And by the morning of day 4, I actually was like, wow, I just hopped out of bed without needing my alarm clock. I feel refreshed and ready to take on this day. Let's see what's going to happen. And sure enough, what I kept noticing, and that to me was astounding, was that I had this all-day sustainable energy. I had this all-day great mood support. And at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, when I used to reach for sugar or carbs or maybe caffeine or maybe a nap if I actually had a few minutes to myself, I wasn't needing those things anymore. I felt amazing. And yet at the end of the night, I was still able to fall asleep and have a great night's sleep. So it was easy for me to share it by Saturday when my husband said that he could tell the difference in me. I knew I had to tell a couple of my girlfriends. One of them was like, give it to me right now. So my husband and one of my good friends ordered right away. And when their product came in, I was so excited to see what it was going to do for them. And sure enough, they had amazing results. But that's when, a little bit like Corinne was just sharing with you guys, I had to find out more about the business, because to me, I was like, wait a minute, I'm feeling great. They're feeling great. I'm going to share this with more people. What's the business about behind this? And what I found I absolutely loved. I love the fact that their mission statement is to help people live a life that they deserve. But I was even more excited to find out it was a free opportunity. And what I mean by that is you don't pay a yearly fee, there's no website fee, and there's no stocking of inventory. Any money that you spend in this company is to buy a product that gets shipped to your house. So if you want to buy product for you for the month, or you can use your free credits because you referred to, or maybe you want to have a little extra because you want to share it with some people, that's fine, but that's all yours. You don't have to have a ton of product at your house hoping and wishing that you're going to sell it, because people go directly to your free website, they order, and the product gets shipped out directly to them. That's a cloud-based business, and that was another thing that intrigued me. Cloud-based businesses are the wave of the future. If you read Forbes magazine, Success magazines, any of those kind of magazines right now, they're constantly money. They're always talking about the cloud-based business because that's the wave of the future. There's going to be less and less brick and mortar buildings and more cloud-based buildings. You can see that right now in our economy as stores continue to close again and again. Like, how many of us ever thought that Blockbuster would close? How many of us ever thought that JCPenney's and Sears would close? So, this is the wave of the future, and we can, pretend like we're not seeing it, but it is. So having a cloud-based business is an amazing opportunity, which also means that you're working it from your smartphone, your laptop, your iPad, and it fits into those nooks and crannies because, like Corinne shared tonight, she's busy running her own business, her goat yoga business, her barn, right? She's got a lot of stuff going on. Jennifer is busy watching her son while her husband is traveling and doing her other job. So we have a lot of things going on, and we're able to take this business with us everywhere we go. I can literally send messages and help somebody place their order while I'm waiting for my kids to come out of school and pick them up. So it's really an amazing opportunity that we're able to do this from anywhere. And then to have a product like we have that's innovative technology that people can feel the difference on within the first week of being on this product is unbelievable. And then you can feel confident in knowing that they're going to feel the results in the first 8 to 10 days and continue on and feel better, and that they can get their product for free by referring to. That gives such great confidence. So if you've never checked out that facebook.com/LavelleBrands, our fan page I was sharing at the beginning, go check it out because you're going to see even more stories. But what's really awesome too is we have 26 patents and counting. Actually, I think it might be a little higher because we are about to launch a new product tomorrow night called Thrive Skin. I'm not going to go too into it tonight, but if you're interested in a 3-step skincare line that involves CBD, that is cutting edge technology and innovation, then let the person know that invited you to this tonight to get you that information that they're going to receive tomorrow night, because it is, I got to test it out this weekend at our conference, and I saw the results within the very first 2 minutes. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like after being on it for 30 days, much like the Thrive experience. I mean, I felt those capsules right away the first time I took them, but I really wasn't sure what it was going to do until I noticed day 4, day 8, day 16, right? And so on. And now I've been on it for, it'll be 5 years in July. And I have to tell you, I just keep feeling better. Actually, I'll give you guys one more example. I was talking to a friend today, and she was telling me about some stomach issues that she was having. And she's a couple years younger than me. And I said, yeah, it started for me in my mid-30s that my stomach would gurgle every single day. Like, it was almost embarrassing because I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to have gas when I'm out? Like, what is that feeling? I don't know what it is. Well, I have not had that at all in the whole 4.5 years that I've been on the Thrive experience. It stopped day 2 of being on this product, and I've never had it since. It's unbelievable what this can do for your digestive system as well. And we know a lot of stuff starts in the gut, right? So, there's no distributor fees, no website fees. We have had over 120 people earn a Millionaire Award with this company. The compensation plan is unlike anything I've ever seen before. But the best part is that we have 200 million people earning free Thrive. Over the last 6 years. This company is still a baby company. They're only 6 years old, and they're about to reach $2 billion in online sales. So if any of this was intriguing you guys tonight, and maybe it's not the money for you, maybe you just really love being part of a community, or maybe you're like, I feel like I saw my friend go on a vacation this year and she didn't have to pay for it. Yep, 3. We have 3 lifestyle getaways a year that you can earn. You're right. And that was something that really intrigued me because I love to travel. So the thought that I could join a business with some of my friends and get to hang out with them 3 times a year, pretty awesome. And then also we have a luxury auto bonus program that is unlike anything I've ever seen before, because all you have to do is hit the second level of our compensation plan to get your car paid for every single month. My husband hit it 3 months after me. I hit it in August of 2014. He hit it 3 months later. We haven't paid for either one of our car payments since. Think about that. It's the second largest bill in most people's homes, especially in the United States. And actually, there's been a study lately that says most people, I think it's like 40-something% of people in the United States, their car payment is higher than their mortgage or their rent. So it is unbelievable what that can do for you. So if any of this intrigued you tonight, I want to tell you this. You have 3 different options. Get back with the person that invited you and get more information. If you feel like there's questions that you want answered, ask them. If they don't know the answer, they will connect you with me or one of the other leaders so that we can help you. We don't have to know everything. That's the cool part about this business. When we don't know, we ask somebody else. So it's awesome. The second thing is, if you're like, I'm ready, I'm going to order this. I deserve to feel my best. I'm giving myself 30 days to see what this can do for me. Awesome. Get back, get that order placed, and invite some friends to join us next Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be right back at the same spot, sharing 3 different stories with you, and that will allow your friends to hear it from somebody else, as well as hear what happens for you over the next few days of being on the product. And maybe you'll be able to get your 2 people. I have no doubt you will. And then you'll be able to thrive for free the following month. Or if you were like, wait a minute, trips, amazing compensation plan, having our car paid for, having a business that looks like fun, having a business that I can work anywhere I want to. If that seemed intriguing to you, get back with the person who invited you, because we want to get you the whatever questions you have answered. And here's a really cool part that I forgot to mention is you can earn over $1,100 in bonuses in your first 2 weeks. So what would $1,100 cash in your bank in 2 weeks do for you and your family? So thank you so much to our amazing guests tonight, Corinne and Jennifer, for sharing their Thrive experience. Thanks to all of you for taking time to hear these stories. Go check out more on facebook.com/Lavelle Brands. And we hope to see you again next Monday night. And we can't wait to answer any questions that you might have. You guys have a great night.